Hello Lomzy Team, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Lomzy. I'm back again with another beautiful, gorgeous mermaid skirt. This mermaid skirt has a tail. As you can see, it's very long. If you want to do this length, the material you would use is 6 years, 2 years for the front, 4 years for the back. Now I have a video I have made of my basic skirt pattern. This is the basic skirt pattern I'm going to be using for this mermaid skirt. So guys, if you haven't watched that video on how I make my basic skirt pattern, go ahead and learn how to do that. Is in the description section. This is what we're going to be using to make this, and I'm going to make this mermaid skirt tutorial detailed. A lot of people have been asking questions, and I'm going to be answering all their questions one by one. So if this is what you're looking for, consider watching till the end. Don't miss any part, or else you will miss something. Don't say I didn't tell you. So watch till the end. So let's get started. I'm going to be using a basic skirt block. I have the video on my channel. I'm going to drop that in the description section so you know how to draft that before you come to this. This is going to be a detailed skirt, mermaid skirt. So first of all guys, we are going to be making this an A-line skirt before we continue with the mermaid skirt. So what we have here is the back panel. So this is the hip line. I'm going to shape this on the knee line. I'm coming in here like so, 1 inch that way. So from the waistline, I'm going to come down to the knee length. I like to use 18 inches. You can use 17 or you can use 19. It depends on what you want. So on that knee line, I'm going to come in 1 inch like this. And on the hip line, I'm going to go down 3 inches that way. And then connect this line to this line. Trust me guys, if you do this, you're going to get a very perfect hip curve. So guys, remember this is the back panel. On the back panel, for it to have a very nice curve at the butt, we have to come in also to shape the butt. So doing that, I'm going to come down 16 inches. You can go up 15 inches, but I'd like to use 16 inches. And on this line, I'm going to be coming in 1 inch again. And on the hip line, I'm going to be coming down 2.5 inches or 2 inches. It depends on how big the butt is. I'm going to connect this line like so. Now I have my shaping. So the next thing I like to do is to get the length of the skirt. So the length of skirt I'm using is 50, but guys, remember this is a high-low skirt. So for the side and the back, I want to draw this line down so that you have an idea the amount of flare I'm going to be adding. So on the back, I'm going to be adding 3 inches. This is just for me to get the normal A-line skirt. And on the side seam, I'm also going to add 3 inches, and I will connect these lines. So to get the high-low skirt, I'm going to extend the back line and increase that by 3 inches or 6 inches, depending on how you want your skirt, the tail of the skirt. But for me, I'm going to be using 6 inches. And I'm going to be connecting this line. I'm going to just do a free hand and connect it to the back. So with this, you have a normal A-line skirt. So actually what we're doing here is 2 in 1. We're doing an A-line skirt and a mermaid skirt. So on the front, we're going to do basically the same thing we did to the back. This time around is just on the side seam of the front, but we're going to be having a little bit of twist. So watch very well so you don't miss this. So normal length 50. So same for the front. On the hemline, we are going to be coming out 6 inches to get the flare. And guys, pay attention here. We're going to be using the length of the back to get the length of the side seam for the front. Just watch what I'm going to do. You can see where the length ended while we took the other length. So I'm going to drop down the front like so. This will give me a nice curve for the A-line skirt. So I'm going to cut this out and we'll start the mermaid skirt proper. So I'm going to be doing a slash and spread, but I'm going to do it in an unusual way. So guys, just watch. I just keep quiet and you guys watch. I'm going to do it. Has no measurement, just do it anyhow. All you needed to do is just to spread the legs of the skirts, just to the spreading is just for you to have a guide on the hemline. It doesn't necessarily mean anything, so just go ahead and do it anyhow you want to, but you have to use this same pattern that I'm using, this same cut of the slash and spread. So guys, if you notice here, you will see that the length of the front is shorter than the length of this place. So what you have to do is to just go ahead and increase the front of the skirt just to get a circular shape in front there. If you don't do it like this, trust me guys, you won't get it. Yeah, so I have it like this. I'm going to trace out and I have my front panel already. I'm going to just notch up anywhere that needs notching and mark my dot lines, and I'm good to go. Next, we're going to go over to the back. Make sure you curve it like so. So next, I'm going to go to the back, guys. One thing you have to note, guys, that my slash line starts from the where I started my shaping. So for the back, I am going to mark a straight line that will be a guide, you know, like the bone, like the bone, the skeleton for the back. Else we will not get this. So I have to make a line like so, and from wherever I have shaped the skirt, I'm going to first of all drop the first line and connect it down. So guys, remember how full your mermaid skirt is how much spread you want. For this particular one, I wanted it to be that full because I want it to be a bridal skirt. So I'm going to be using 4 yards for the back like I told you, and for the front I'm going to be using 2 yards. So I'm going to be extending this back again. As you can see, I want to extend it so that the tail is long enough, but it depends on you how you want your tail to be, because this is too long, so you can decide for yours to be smaller. It depends, just is a design line. So I'm going to design, I'm going to increase this back, center back. I'm going to increase it again to give it a nice shape. So go ahead and do whatever you want. So at every point in time that you increase length or do anything to your line, always match that up with the front. So once I'm done cutting out this, I'm going to match it up with the front to see if I have a very clean and nice curve. So here it is like so. This is the front. I have notched it with the back. If you can see, there is a little thing I've added to the front here as I'm cutting it. I've added something so that I have a very nice curve like so. Yeah, so I'm good to go. My high-low is good to go. So I'm going to cut this out from the fabric and let you guys see the final outcome of this. Guys, remember, it depends on how full you want yours to be. So I used 4 yards for the back and 2 yards for the front. So guys, let's see the final look.